Hey everyone, Scott Cunningham, aka Scottsy Business. Today I want to talk to you guys about mentorship and why I don't think it's a good idea. For the most of the time it's not. Because the people who go out seeking a mentor are the people with this mentality that somehow this person is going to shortcut me through the road to success. And they get into this idea that, they're gonna get this massive leap ahead and they don't have to work for it as hard or put in as much time or something or other, that they're going to just be able to sort of cheat the process. And I've actually tried mentoring 4 or 5 people now, and almost in every situation they give up when they realize that they actually have to do something and they have to work for themselves. So what I mean is this: typically I'll say, if you want to improve your social media presence, your branding, all that good stuff, first start off by having social media accounts. So get a Twitter, get an Instagram, get a LinkedIn, get a Facebook, create a page on Facebook, explore social media on the blockchain, talk with your audience. And they'll say, wow, that actually sounds like a lot of work. There's no secret or something that you can share. I'm like, well, if you don't even have an account, how can I give you a secret anyways? They think all this stuff is just gonna fall into their lap once they have a mentor. And the biggest problem that I see with getting a mentor is once they don't, get the results that they wanted because they're too lazy to put in the work, you know what they say? It was a bad mentor. It was bad advice. When you give your responsibility to someone else, you're gonna lose because you can't improve when you have that mentality. Why? Because you can blame everything on the person who you gave the responsibility to. This is why I don't like giving advice in the capacity that the responsibility is going to fall on me. When I give someone advice, I always start off by saying, now, you shouldn't take advice from other people because I don't know your situation. I'm not you. I can't actually know, the correct factors. And you'll never know all the factors. But if you take my advice and it fails, then you'll just go and look for someone else to find out better advice, and you'll just keep looking, and you'll never realize that you should have just figured out what you wanted yourself. That's the important thing. You're not supposed to be looking for all these external factors to figure out the answer. You should look within or try to figure it out yourself. You don't need someone to give you the shortcut because there really isn't much of a shortcut. What are they going to tell you that you couldn't figure out pretty easily on yourself, by yourself? If you watch any Gary V content, he'll just tell you all the stuff straight up. Just work harder. You can Google things. It's pretty easy. There's not a lot holding you back if you have access to the internet and a cell phone. The average person has a cell phone. Some people have more than one. I don't think there's any excuse anymore, especially for first world, people living in first world countries really just don't have an excuse because, I could make a video right now just like this and do a selfie video and just talk like that. It really doesn't matter how you do it, as long as it's not trash. And over time you'll get better anyways. It's like any kind of skill that you'll practice. So when someone comes to me and wants mentorship and I say, go fill out your LinkedIn profile, go fill out all of your social medias, create accounts, do all this stuff, and they're like, oh my god, that's way too much work, I'm not gonna do that, and they give up. I've never had someone even really start to try, and I go and look at their LinkedIn a month later and it sucks. It says nothing. I say, add your education, add your experience, add your skills, add your summary, make posts, get involved. They don't do even one of those things, and it's really sad to see, because what they say is, oh, okay, what should I write for my, how should I write out my education? It doesn't matter if I tell you that it's better to have the date formatted like this. You're not going to get a job because your date was formatted differently. You're going to get a job because you had that information to begin with, and there's too many people who thinks there's a secret to doing it. You just gotta do it. Just do something. Fill it out. The easiest, simplest way to have decent social media account in any capacity is to just fill out all the information that they give you. It's pretty easy. How do you have a better YouTube video? How do you have a better Facebook video? Well, you go and you add keywords and add the description. You have to actually put in some effort to what you're doing. You're not just gonna see results out of nothing. So having a mentor, sure, it may benefit you, but needing or wasting a bunch of time seeking out a mentor is what is killing you, and it's really hurting your success, because all of that time can be used for something productive. It's like complaining. Complaining doesn't do anything for you, and if you don't complain, you can spend that time doing something productive. Seeking out a mentor doesn't really get you anything if you don't get a mentor. And if you do, you may just say, well, they were not a very good mentor, I'll just look for another one. And you'll just be on this long trek of never ending, buying into someone, because most of the time they're going to end up charging you a shitload of money. The fact that there's all these really young life coaches and stuff, it's like, are you insane? People, please have some common sense. Listen to yourself. Have the audacity to do what you want in the deep down bottom of your soul. Follow your passion. You don't need a mentor.